Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sian and you're watching Life with a 𝒌𝒂𝒃𝒕. So, in 2017, I started traveling for the first time ever on my own, where I planned everything by myself. And one thing I can say is that I have traveled since then to over 15 destinations in just 3 years, from 2017 to 2020. I never thought that would be possible to travel so much while working full-time and actually enjoy your vacation as well. So I finally managed through those years to figure out a way on how to do it, and I'm sharing this with you guys. So before everything, the first thing you gotta do is have a travel budget. So I know that we talked like 2 weeks ago about how to budget and how to save and everything, but you need to have a travel budget to start off, because I know when you have your salary, you're working full-time, you have your bills to pay, but do have a budget for travels that you have to spend for the whole year, and then you can work with that. If you have that budget put on the side and you have that in your plannings, you know how to put your money and where to put it every time that you want to travel. It's the most important thing that you have to do. If you do not do this, you might get a snag along the way and not reach your goal of traveling to more than one destination a year, because some places do get to be very expensive. So one thing that has helped me to actually do this was to research. I have researched my butt off every time that I had to travel. So I was searching on airline websites on which gives the best rates, on hotels. I became subscribed to a million websites that are having like discounts on websites and stuff like that. Anything that would help me get to that point, to get a very cheap flight, a very cheap hotel, or even though if it's not cheap, a very good hotel that I can enjoy my stay, that is within the budget that I have put for that vacation. So trust me, research is key. I'm really gonna try and share with you guys as much as I can some websites. I will leave also some in the description down below, and you guys can check those out as well for when you have to start your research. This point is something that you do not have to forget while you are going to start with this journey, is to explain this to your boss. This is the tips I'm giving you because I worked full-time, and I know a lot of people also work full-time and still want to travel and doesn't want to do traveling full-time. You have to explain this to your boss. Your boss will not only be prepared when you do ask for certain vacation days, but they will also take in consideration that you do love this and this is your hobby, and they will not say no for traveling. Like, which job does that? But do communicate it with them. Do tell them how you feel, because you never know, they might give you an option to, okay, like in my case, I know that I was traveling tasting food, and then when I came back, I would give some ideas, or I would have more of a perspective on how certain food tastes, because I was working in the hospitality business and it helped me so much. And your boss might as well see it like that, or maybe they will say, okay, you love traveling, would you like to work remotely? So keep that in mind when you are talking to your boss, that there might be something positive coming out of it, but always be honest about it. So using your vacation days wisely is the most important thing in this as well, because you get a certain amount of days that you can use per year, and trust me, if you use them all in one vacation, you can just say goodbye to all the vacation days and no more vacations for the year. But there is a way that you can use those wisely and travel for a long period of time. So if I'm gonna give a little bit of an explanation how you can do it. So let's say you have the weekends off if you're working 8 office hours, and there is a certain festive day that falls on Tuesday. You can, and you're off on Tuesday, what you can do is take only three vacation days, and you just connect them from Tuesday till Sunday. So you can have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That is a whole vacation of 6 days. You know how much you can do in 6 days? Trust me. So just look at it like that you don't have to actually ask for a whole 2-week off and then you lost all your vacation days, because I know some people do get only 17 days, but others do get 25 days. But use them wisely, because if you use them wisely, you can travel almost every month to somewhere and see a new destination. So booking early and saving money, that was something I stood by for the longest period of time. I actually was booking maybe 6 months ahead, a year ahead, depending on what I wanted to do and where I wanted to go. And because I was living on an island back then, it was difficult to actually buy tickets last minute, because we do have limited airlines that we can count on. So what was I doing? If I was going to Europe, I knew that KLM had on January and in August the world deals. I would just buy my ticket to go to the Netherlands, and then from there on I would hop off to go to anywhere else in the Europe. And those tickets in Europe, if you buy them from Amsterdam to anywhere else, it would be early on around 20 euros, 30 euros. Sometimes it would be more, but most of the time if you're early on, it would be very, very cheap. And then if you actually don't go afterwards, you can cancel it, and if you lose your money, it's just 20 euros. I know for some people that might be a lot, but for me it was more like, okay, I would still pay 20 euros instead of 400 euros if I do it last minute or 3 months prior. So that helped me to save a lot of money. And because I was buying my tickets from Curaçao to the Netherlands on the world deal, I was saving so much. So I do recommend that if you do know about these deals, jump on them. I had them for the Netherlands because I was traveling a lot in Europe, but try and see what would be best for you as well. So another thing that you have to know is to travel, so to plan smart and travel more. And what I mean with this is you can actually visit more than just one destination on your vacation. I have done the 2 weeks vacations. That's mostly around the end of the year, when I know that I'm not gonna go through all my days and I have a couple of days left over, or a bunch of days left over. I would just ask for 2 weeks off, and then what I would do is I would go 1 week to a place and then the second week to a different place. I did that in 2019. I went to Portugal the first week, and then the second week I went to Dubai, and in between, because I had like 5 days in one, 5 days in the other one, and then in between I was in the Netherlands. So actually I saw 3 different places, and it was nice because I did like the really high intensive type of travel in Portugal by road tripping, going here and there, and almost very fast travel for those couple of days. And then the second week I was relaxing in Dubai and enjoying the time of my life. So that is something that you can also take in consideration if you do have some longer vacation days. Just don't stay in the hotel or just stay in one city. Try to go to different cities. You might see more than you can think of, and in the end you'll learn more and experience more. Don't lose vacation days on flying. What I mean with this is if your vacation starts on a Friday and you're done working on a Thursday, do not fly on Friday. If it's possible for you to fly on that Thursday evening a red-eye flight, do that. Because every time you fly on the day that your vacation starts, you can count on that you're losing a couple of hours. Because remember, most flights, if it's possible, you will catch a flight that is around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Till you reach your destination, it's already noon, and then you have only half a day. And your whole morning of that vacation just went on flying and sleeping. While if you flew like the evening before, well, who knows? You could have enjoyed that day most certainly. So that is something to keep in mind. And also, when you go back, on the day that you arrive back, make sure that you arrive either on the last day of your vacation, or if you are someone that works in the hospitality that needs to work evening shifts, if you arrive noon, go back to work on that day. Do not give in a vacation day just because you are jet lagged. Trust me, the next morning you can sleep it off, because when you're working and working and working, you will not fall down. You will not fall asleep. I have done this for so many flights. I would just arrive from Holland, arrive at 4 o'clock, start at 6, and keep on working till 2 in the morning, and then fall asleep like a baby the next day, and then wake up, go to work again. But I would not give up a vacation day just because I am jet lagged. I know right now with everything going on in the world, it's very difficult for us to actually travel more than once a year, because a lot of countries are going on lockdown, and you don't know, you don't have a certainty where you can travel. If you're living on an island, it's very difficult to actually do a lot of staycations, because at some point it just doesn't go anywhere else than on the island itself. But try to make it work, and just use your vacation days to actually go explore the other part of the island, or explore a different hotel. Do something to actually keep that travel bug in, and also just use your vacation days, because you can go with all of your vacation days to the next year. Usually they tell you have to take them anyway, so just try to experience that as well. And if you're living in a bigger country, try to do staycations in a different part of the country. So go to different cities and actually enjoy while you're there, because every city has their own peaks and perks, and you can actually enjoy that. So I hope this can help you guys. So when, let's say, next year, if the corona dies down, you can use these as well. But you can use them right now if you're doing staycations as well. So just know that if you keep on all of these points in your back of your head, and then focus on that, do your research, talk to your boss, use your vacation days wisely, trust me, all of these, you will get to the perfect destination, like say journey, and you will actually finally see more than just one place at a year. So in the end, I just want to say that remember that vacation starts when the research starts, not when you arrive at the airport, but actually the whole process. That is the whole vacation part. You have to enjoy all of that, because that whole process is part of your whole journey and part of the whole experience. So if you enjoy that part, you will enjoy the vacation for sure. So guys, I hope I have given you enough information, and I will see you guys until the next one. Bye!